Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The 1st of June 2026. Today is the start of the UK summer. And have we had some beautiful weather over the last week? I also understand there's a bit of rain coming for this week. But it is what it is. I really need to stop looking at the news. I'm fascinated by the news, and some of the news that I see on YouTube is not particularly great. Let's just adjust the angle of that thing. That's it. It takes you into strange places watching the news, especially on YouTube. Yeah. I don't watch terrestrial television. I haven't got a TV license. Have you got a TV license? I just don't watch terrestrial television. For whatever reason. I'm not sure it's great value for money. I've got Netflix and Prime TV, and that's about it really, as well as YouTube. But some of the news on these channels is unbelievably dark. So I really need to stop looking at it. Anyway, my faith in humanity fell again yesterday. And someone responded to my Jivvy top box, the top box for the motorbike that I advertised on MarketPlace. And he said he was going to be struggling to get up to my house near Stafford. So I suggested that we meet halfway, and he agreed. And I knew that that would take me an hour to get to, thereabouts, about an hour. And it would take him about an hour. And it'd be nice because we'd meet at Starbucks, have a typical banter over a coffee at Starbucks. He would then go on his way with the top box that I'd sold him on MarketPlace. And I would go on my way back home and blah, blah, blah. Not too much rocket science here. And I should have learned from the past with MarketPlace. I should have learned. So sure enough, the intention was to ride the Triumph Tiger to this particular Starbucks. Wow, this one's going fast. And go and meet this guy with the top box on the back of the Tiger. I'd then take it off and put it on the back of his bike. But it started raining yesterday morning, so I thought, right, okay, we'll go in the car. And I actually went in the Mercedes. I thought I'd give it a good run before considering taking it off the road at the end of May, which was the end of May yesterday. And sure enough, I set off, and I text the guy an hour and 15 minutes before we were meeting, saying, I'm setting off, I'll see you at midday, whatever. And set off, knowing he was taking an hour to get there as well. Ten minutes prior to meeting him, did he send me a text message saying he couldn't come. So I was 10 minutes, actually just slightly less than 10 minutes, away from the Starbucks that we were meant to be meeting. So I'd been driving for 50 minutes, yeah. And he sent me a text message saying that he couldn't come. for whatever reason. So as soon as I got the text message in the car, the Mercedes, I rerouted the navigation on my iPhone to back home. So I'd spent some 50 minutes trying to get to wherever it was, and then had to spend another 50 minutes to get back home. So that's just about an hour and a half. Is that right? 50, 100, yep. Just under an hour and a half. So I'd spent an hour and a half in the Mercedes, going somewhere and coming back for nothing. Ah. The point here is, and I've seen this so many times in the past, why do people on MarketPlace let you down? I'm coming to collect the product, whatever you're selling on MarketPlace. I'll see you at 5 o'clock, and they never turn up. And then they ghost you. It's like, oh my God, I should have learned from the past. So from this point forward, if anybody wants to buy something from me, I shall just say, come and collect it. Just come and collect it. What do you think? Have you had this bad experience? And because it was quite early in the day, it just put me in the mood to then act like a slob. Yesterday, which it happened, I was just acting like a slob. Now, if you didn't know, yesterday, Sunday, because this is Monday, going out Tuesday. If you didn't know, yesterday was the second day of being unemployed, having been made redundant on the previous Friday. So 3 days ago, or thereabouts, I was made redundant, which I'm okay about. There's nothing, that's nothing to worry about. And I've already, yesterday, when I came back from this hour and a half journey, I turned into a big slob, and I thought, my God, at the end of the day yesterday, I thought, am I turning into a slob where I can't be bothered to do anything? And it's only day 2 of being, in effect, unemployed. And that's not going to be the case. I'm not letting, and of course, the secondary effect of that was I started looking at the news on YouTube, and it brings you down into a hell of a hole. Do you find this? Do you watch the news on YouTube where it brings you down and down and down? Some of the news is incredible. I'm not saying it's not true or not or false or whatever. I'm just saying it really is intense. But you get into that mode in your mind, and you think, oh, what's the future ahead? Actually, there's lots of future ahead. For the month of June, we've got a holiday in Cornwall for a week at the end of the month. Fantastic. We're going to have a great time there. I'm going to be working with the Potteries motorcycles over the month by taking out some of the bikes that are demos and giving some great reviews. I've been offered a job, a retirement job, so a semi-retirement job, where I'm going to be delivering cars across the UK, which is great news. Yeah, that's great news. And the training will be halfway through the month of June. So that's good news. I have nothing to be too concerned about. When I finish the training, I'll then start proper in when I come back off the holiday in Cornwall. And that'll be in the month of July. I've got nothing to worry about. So it's not as if woe is me. It's not woe is me. There's plenty of opportunity. I'm still wondering whether I should work for one of the big 4 consultancies. I probably won't. I just probably won't. Do I really want to be paid 40 hours a week? Of course, it's a big pay. And doing 80 or 120 hours work. Do I really want to? Probably not. I've had so much of that for the last 40 years. But it will not go down there. So, I guess the lesson from this is, if you're going to sell, and you should sell your stuff on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Facebook Marketplace. It's a great place to sell stuff. I know there's a lot of rubbish in there, but it's a great place to sell stuff. And get rid of your stuff, because someone will want it. Stop hoarding all your stuff. I'm not saying rubbish, but all your stuff. Don't hoard it. Sell it on Marketplace. Let someone else enjoy it. Yeah? It's not necessarily rubbish, or you won't probably need it in the future. Yeah? Don't hoard stuff. Sell it. Let other people enjoy it. Oh, there's a big pussy cat. Do take advantage of Marketplace, because you can sell all sorts of stuff. And but don't offer to deliver it or meet up somewhere, because half of the time the people just don't turn up, or they message you at the very last minute saying they can't come, like was my experience. Have you experienced this kind of stuff? So this is day 3. This is Monday, the 1st of June, the first day of summer. I have no responsibilities from a work perspective, because I'm no longer employed. Which is great. But I don't want to turn into a slob, and I'm not going to turn into a slob. Do you know what? This Dacia Spring is absolutely fantastic. I can't understand, well, I can understand, but I find it crazy that people don't have this car. It's a great value car, and people are so much in debt, yeah, with the cars and that. You know, they should get something like this, or even better. Go and buy yourself a £3,000 car, pay it off outright, and find a good mechanic. Brilliant car. Anyway, woe is me. I hope I'm not turning into a slob. Stop trying to deliver stuff that you're selling on Marketplace. If they're not willing to come to your own property to pick it up, then they're not willing to buy it. I've been let down numerous times, as I was yesterday. Been let down numerous times, and I still hadn't learned. I thought I'd do the right thing. And the right thing wasn't necessarily the right thing. There you go. There's the Tuesday edition. Drive and ride safely. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. It's summertime in the UK. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.